This is Michael Laine of the Copenhagen Voice at a meeting about Muslims' integration into Danish society. With me is one of the better known Muslims, Asmaa Abdol Hamid. How do you see the problems facing Muslims in particular, but immigrants in general, about integration into Denmark?
I don't think we have to talk about Muslims as a homogeneous group. I do believe that we have to talk about it as a social issue, because it's not a Muslim problem we do have in Denmark. We have maybe an integration challenge with social groups, which in the social lowest class in the society, and that includes ethnic minorities and Danes, of course.
Is there a broadly based negative attitude towards immigrants in Denmark?
I do believe that some of the politicians are misuse the integration word, and they use it negative in the context of Islam and Muslims in Denmark, and they are trying to make people afraid and scared about Muslims, minorities, and because people don't know so much about Muslims and Islam and so on, they get scared, and therefore I do believe that the politicians are misuse it instead of thinking forward and to make a society for everyone in Denmark.
What should the immigrants, and in this instance the Muslims in particular, what should they do to make their way of life more understood, their beliefs more understood?
I don't think that the Islam or Muslim have that we don't have to think of them as a homogeneous group. I do believe that if anyone wants to do something in the society, it isn't because he's a Muslim or he's an ethnic minority, it's because he's a part of this society, and he can't be a part of it. So the scale isn't ethnic or religious. The scale is we do have different social classes in Denmark, and the underclass is getting bigger and bigger, and that is the challenges that we have to change our point of view from integration perspective to the social perspective.
So what should we as society do?
We have to change our perspective, of course, because I do believe that the integration problems is minimal. I do believe that the bigger challenges is social issues. And social issues because the immigrants or the ethnic minorities in Denmark is a big part of the underclass.
You've talked about getting rid of the integration ministry and the minister herself.
Pardon, one time more?
You've talked about getting rid of the ministry and the minister herself, but how would you deal with this as an area of politics?
That was because I want people to listen what I'm saying. But in specifically way, I do believe that the name of the person who make some problems in the society isn't the issues, because we are making a difference between people. If Peter making problems in the streets, we call it social issues, and if Hassan do it, we call it cultural or integration issue. I don't believe that the color of the skin is the issue, or the name, or the ethnic background. I do believe that the challenge, the problem in the street by itself is the problem.
But there's still a problem of understanding each other.
I do believe if we want to understand each other, of course we understand each other. I'm standing here as a Dane, but I'm a Dane with a Muslim, with Islam as a religion. So it's not difficult to understand each other. It's about meeting each other with no before understanding about. I can't look at you and say you're a terrorist. I want to meet you as an equal citizen. And when I meet you as an equal citizen, of course I will understand you.
Asmaa Abdol Hamid, thank you much indeed.
You're welcome. Thank you.